Here's my review for the critically acclaimed Hurt Locker. Now, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about this movie. I heard that it was great. I mean, it had great acting. It was one of the best of the year, one of the best war films of the year, even though it's not really much of a war film. I mean, it does have to do with the Iraq War, but it has to do more with the people, the small people, as people would say, even though they have a horrible job, to be honest, where they have to defuse bombs, pretty much. This guy pretty much has to defuse bombs his whole life. And yeah, I mean, even this, yeah, the main guy in this had, I think he defused 800 bombs, I think, or maybe 900 in his life, or 400, I forgot what number, but yeah, he defused a lot. So it's telling about that, and maybe a little bit skirmish battling here, shooting around sometimes. There's a couple of scenes like that. So what did I think of the Hurt Locker? I don't know. Let's go into story, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you right quick. Okay, now story in the Hurt Locker has to do with pretty much bomb defusing, pretty much in Iraq. Now, in the beginning of the film, you see a commander. He's not really a commander. He's the main guy that defuses bombs. He's going to defuse a bomb, and he has two of his two soldiers behind him, protecting him just in case someone decides to run out there and go ah, la, 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 boom, dead, or just blow up the bomb, with a whatever. So yeah, things are happening. He's like defusing bombs. He's like, yep, all good. And he has like his big ass suit on, so he can get protected, even though from shrapnel, if shrapnel, just in case it blows up. Everything's going smoothly until they see a guy pretty much on a cell phone. Which, if you go on a cell phone, there's like a connection and stuff. I guess it screws up the bomb and it go off, and it goes off, kills the guy. And the guy's played by Guy Pearce, very small role by him. It's pretty much a cameo. You could kind of say he's in it for 5 minutes, and he dies. So guess what? New guy comes in, and he is Jeremy Renner. Now, Jeremy Renner is also a bomb diffuser, and he's probably one of the best ones out there because he diffused, like I said, about 800 bombs, and he never fucking blew himself up. And he keeps pieces of these bombs just to remind them. Some he can't because some of them he can't get pieces or something, or they blow up or something. He screws up, But he defused a lot, and he doesn't keep all of the parts obviously because if he defused 800, that's a lot of goddamn pieces. Anyway, they keep. And definitely in war, you can't really keep that much stuff. You have like a little box you can keep your stuff. Anyway, yeah, he defused a lot, so he's pretty much kind of like an asshole in the beginning. He's just like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm going here. I'm not gonna listen to orders. I'm not gonna do. I'll do whatever I want because whatever I want got me, pretty much. Kept me alive because I follow my own orders. And he's kind of an asshole to his little gang of, soldiers that used to be the guy in the beginning, Guy Pearce's soldiers that, backed him up. Who one of them is played by Anthony Mackie, who you probably remember from Million Dollar Baby. He's the guy that picked on the retarded kid. Now, I don't think he was retarded, but it was Jay Baruchel's character, Morgan Freeman's little, friend. If you remember, he was the one that was like beating up on him. He also played Tupac in Notorious, the movie that came out earlier. Yeah, he played Tupac, so in this, he's great, and so is Jeremy Renner. But let me go on to acting. I thought the story overall was good. That's pretty much what it is. Him defusing bombs, not listening to orders, and people die that you don't think will die in horrible ways, to be honest. So yeah, let's go on to acting. Like I said before, Jeremy Renner and Anthony Mackie do great in this. Jeremy Renner especially because he is the main, protagonist, antagonist. I don't know what you want to call him. He's not an evil dude. He's just not good. Okay. Later in the film, where he starts bonding with them, then he starts becoming a little better. But he's really risking the lives of many people, including himself. So just to feel good about himself, or just to become the hero, pretty much. So really, he's kind of an antagonist and a protagonist in that sense of the whatever. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. So yeah, he does great though. I mean, you definitely feel for his character, even though he is a douchebag. Most of the time, you still feel for his character because he doesn't do much with his life. I mean, he has a kid and a wife, but you have the sense that he's just bored with that. That's why he's doing this. That's why he's been there for so long and he's still defusing bombs. He could have went home. I think in one part he said, "Yeah, but he stayed because he loves doing it, even though it risks his life." And I thought he did a great job. Definitely a nominee for best actor, I would say. Now Anthony Mackie, of course, does great. There's small parts from like some of my favorite actors, like Ralph Fiennes. He plays a contract. He plays a team leader, a contractor team leader. That's all his name is, and he's in it for about 3 minutes. He does okay. David Morse, you'll probably remember from Disturbia. He's the neighbor that you find out is a killer in that movie. Yeah, yeah, he's in a he's very small role. I mean, I think you see him 2 minutes in this movie, but still pretty good. He also played George Washington, John Adams, the miniseries. That one I remember actually because I remember seeing I think one part of it, and I remember seeing him, and it was like, oh, that's David Morse. I just saw Disturbia like 5 hours ago after before I saw that. So yeah. Brian Garrity plays just in the other soldier that goes with Anthony Mackie. There's two soldiers that go with Jeremy Renner's character to defuse the bombs, and Brian Garrity is the second one. Even though there is other ones that go with him, those are the two main ones that go with him. Uh, Christian I can't say his name. Camargo, I guess, plays Colonel John Cambridge. I remember that one because he's not very big in the movie, but he's definitely pretty good. He's not in it a lot. I mean, he's kind of like in the background a lot. So yeah, I thought he did pretty good too. Everybody did great actually. I really thought. So let me go on to pretty much overall because I have no other third category, and I'll tell you what I really thought about this. Okay, now I've been playing it pretty cool. I do have a couple problems with the Hurt Locker. First of all, I didn't like the ending all that great. Uh, Also, there was a lot of suspenseful moments, but there was also a couple that kind of bored me a little, just a little. I was feeling like, okay, this is kind of stupid. There's a part where they're just him and Anthony Mackie, Jeremy Renner, and Anthony Mackie's characters just fighting for no reason, really. Uh, and I was like, this is like 5 minute scene, just fighting because they don't like each other. And I was like, that's kind of boring, stupid scene. But still, I mean, this is just a couple scenes. I think there's another scene. There's another scene when they meet the Ralph Fiennes character and they just talk for no reason, just to get to an epic sniper battle, pretty much. I'm like, there's like 4 minutes until the sniper battle comes, and what they're talking about, oh, my truck got lost a tire, and we need to like change the tire and stuff, yeah, we're going to the base and stuff. We're gonna go eat pie and stuff, like, I don't care. Fuck you. I mean, I like Ralph Fiennes. Uh, I don't think I'm saying his name right, but I mean, I like him a lot. He's one of my favorites, but I don't care. So anyway, yeah, I thought the film was good, even though there was some parts I didn't like the ending, and some parts were kind of boring. I still thought it was one of the best films of the year. I wouldn't say it might crack my top five. Definitely go crack my top 10 though. Hurt Lock is a great movie. I'll give it because I'm being a little bit more serious. I'm gonna give it a nine out of 10, just 9 out of 10. Definitely a great film. I'm gonna be a little bit more serious with my review scores. So, yep, The Hurt Locker. It hurts to uh, defuse bombs because if you fuck up, you're dead. Anyway, yeah, definitely don't do drugs.